because of some technical issues that occurred, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. But of course, okay, 96.3 FM is there. And yes, you check us up on Facebook. You will meet us there, bcus.tv, and streaming live, OluyELEFM 98.5, all on the stables of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State. Bimbo Akombi is my name, and of course, like I said, our views and opinions are not the corporate views of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State and its management, our own views. And well, when the time comes for your calls, no foul languages, like we always say. Yes, Bill, good morning.
Well, my name is Abiy Ayoni. They also welcome you to this morning edition of Conversation.
Yes, so many stories making the rounds this morning. Well, talking about politics here now.
Well, let's begin with the lead story of the Nigerian Tribune. ADC Turaki-led PDP meets exploit 2027 options. We paid solidarity visit to ADC, says PDP group. Nigeria must commit to clean democratic space. That one is credited to Governor Makinde. Atiku, Obi, Kwakwanso, Makinde, Wabara, Ghana. Others attend meeting. That's the lead story of the Nigerian Tribune. Let me quickly take excerpts from the reports. Leaders of the main opposition parties in the country, the African Democratic Congress, ADC, and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, met in Abuja on Wednesday to exploit what sources said amounts to plausible exit routes towards 2027. Sources close to the two parties told the Nigerian Tribune in Abuja on Wednesday that the meeting analyzed the factional crisis that the ADC fell into and the best option that will enable the parties to field candidates in the 2027 poll. A source said that leaders of the PDP came originally on a solidarity visit to the ADC, and that the two parties later explored ways of working together. Let's just say that we are planning to work together. They came to solidarize with the leadership of the ADC, and they equally started exploring options ahead of the 2027 elections, a source close to the ADC said. That's the story. ADC Turaki-led PDP meet, exploit 2027 options, and we paid a solidarity visit to ADC leaders. Turaki-led PDP and Atiku, Obi, Kwakwanso, Makinde, and others attend. Definitely, the opposition, when it gets to a situation like this, they will come together one way or the other. They will not look on, and they will not allow themselves to be edged out, completely. So they will always find a way around the issue, and they are coming back, and it's like they are also coming back strong, because they are not looking on. They are not looking on. Yes, what they said they came on a solidarity visit. What a coincidence. And it will be a positive coincidence on their side. And the most important thing at this time is that they should just agree. If they are able to agree, to bring up a candidate, or bring up candidates for the party, well, it's well and okay. But if they continue in this disagreement, that will be only the problem. But now it seems as if they are coming together because they know that time is not on their side, and the democratic situation in this nation, we need to continue to exploit, because Nigeria has been having a good democratic dispensation since this beginning uninterrupted. So it should continue like that. And that's what everybody is looking up to. ADC leaders protest at INEC headquarters. That's another one. From Nigerian Tribune, asks Commission to withdraw offensive correspondence to party threatens coordinated civic action. Well, they have been pushed to the wall also. So definitely they have to come together and protest. And it's still part of the democratic dispensation situation that we have.
Well, talking about the ADC now, I can see something here, and I think there is something coming up. 2027 alignment, that is according to the Punch newspapers. Wike backed People's Democratic Party fumes over Makinde ADC alliance plans. Well, it is all politics. So whatever happens along the line, we will eventually know. If it is true, the Makinde-backed PDP is going to align with the ADC, and from maybe another alliance or another group, I don't know. We don't know. But of course, I know I can see pictures like you read there that meetings are going on. This is Atiku Abubakar. This is our own Governor Makinde, and I can't really say the other person, but I know they are all politicians and they are having meetings. And well, anything that comes out, anything in the nearest future, we will know. We will know where the PDP is going. We will know where other parties are going, the ADC, the APC, and what they are, planning, their strategies. We will all know at the end of the day. And of course, this one here says the National Convention of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, is under threat following the cloud over uncertainty hovering over the state congresses. And the congresses that should herald the convention were yesterday put on hold in many states across the federation. The affected states are Ondo, Anambra, Sokoto, and Bayelsa, where rival camps within the opposition party are at loggerheads. And the ADC has been enveloped in tension after the withdrawal of recognition from its interim national chairman, Senator David Mark, and National Secretary Rauf Aregbesola by the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC. And the party also sunk deeper into crisis after a former member of the Ralph Nwosu National Working Committee, Nofio Balagombe, laid claim to its leadership. 2 days ago, state chairmen from 25 states who repudiated the disputed David Markamp and Gombe faction set up a 20-man interim committee led by Kingsley Temitope Oga, chairman of the Kogi State chapter. Well, that is talking about the convention of the ADC here. Now, on that threat, due to some issues that can be, just treated as I don't know, that could be solved, resolved within themselves. I don't always understand why our politicians drag little things too long, before at the end of the day things must have gone bad, and they will now try to quickly do the fire brigade approach and embark on whatever they want to do. Now, Aregbesola is talking about the protest. He said the protest against undemocratic practices affecting political participation ahead of the 2027 elections was justified. He alleged that there are attempts to restrict opposition parties, particularly the ADC, from fully participating in the electoral process. Yes, and a post on the PDP group's X platform confirmed the meeting at Max Akpo District Residence, Abuja. It followed an early hour protest by the MAC-led ADC NWC against the Independent National Electoral Commission. And well, a source told the Nation that the Bauchi governor was scheduled to attend the meeting. No reason was given for his absence. Others at the meeting in Max House were former PDP National Women Leader Inna Chiroma, Senator Tunde Ogbeha, Senator Liel Imoke, General Ishaya Bamiyi, and a member of the House of Representatives, Fred Agbedi. And well, details of discussions at the meeting remained unknown as of press time, but well, Governor Makinde said the visit was in solidarity with the ADC leadership's battle against a one-party state. Yeah, that is the situation we are now. That's the situation of the politics that is being, practiced now. So we don't really know what is going on that terrain. We are just seeing all this on the periphery level.
Well, protest is part of the democratic dispensation, and it's good that it's a peaceful protest. I mean, whereby people can say, their own views and ask for their own rights. So in any country, they should allow for peaceful protest. And I also want to commend the federal government for not hindering the protest, because the time passed, they would just waylay or ambush the protesters, irrespective of their status. They would just waylay them and ensure that one or two of them are seriously injured. But this time around, I think maybe there was a directive from the above that they should just allow this one to just go on like that. Maybe they feel that this kind of protest is an harmless one. Let them go on. It's an harmless one. But it's only time that will tell. Yes. So it's good that they protest under a peaceful atmosphere. Everything went on under a peaceful atmosphere, and they are saying their own views also. And I know that INEC too, by today, they will also be on their round table discussing the issue. So how we're going to go about this issue right now. The think tank will be together, judiciary also, the lawyers too. So everybody, this is the time for us to save this democratic situation in the country. We should not just look on. All the leaders must come together and bring about sanity to our democracy even in Nigeria.
Yes, what I also believe is that there is definitely some tactics going on here. Yes, we do not understand, but they understand. But I know, in my own opinion, there are some things going on that at the end of the day, we Nigerians, the electorate, we will all be surprised that, okay, so this has been going on, these plans have been on for a long time. We'll take a short break now, we'll be back.
Wake up, it's Choco time. Donald Choco is here with a taste you love. Just open for and enjoy the chocolatey ride. Choco 3-in-1, ooh, taste it, love it. Choco 3-in-1, ooh, I love it.
Introducing the new Dano Choco 3-in-1. It's tasty, creamy, and satisfying. Taste it, love it.
The program is still Conversation on OluyELEFM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. Also, Okeogun 96.3 FM. And of course, well, unfortunately, Agility 92.1 FM is down right now, but very soon it will come up. Well, still talking politics, the Independent National Electoral Commission has recorded over 3.4 million new voters in the ongoing second phase of the continuous voter registration exercise nationwide. And according to the Commission's Week 13 update released on Wednesday in Abuja, a total of 3,441,121 registrations have been completed as of April 3, covering both online pre-registrations and physical walk-ins. INEC disclosed that 2,068,384 citizens completed their registration online, while 1,372,733 others registered physically at designated centers across the country. And state-by-state data showed that Jigawa recorded the highest number of registrants with 201,047, representing 5.8% of the total. And well, that is talking about the registration, and there have been calls by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and its information arms and other arms of government, talking about orientation for people, that people should come out and re-register or register, and maybe their card got lost or they want to relocate, they should come out and register. Now, Lagos followed with 181 and 95, while Kano ranked third with 177,681 registration. Youth participation remained dominant, with citizens aged between 18 and 34 accounting for 2,354,768 registrants, representing 68.43% of the total figure. And that is the situation with registration and registration of the electorates in the upcoming 2027 elections.
Well, the most important thing is that all those people that have just registered, as well as those that have registered before, should come out, during the voting exercise. We'll be having apathy towards
yes,
the election period, the voting exercise. So that has been the bane of our democratic governance. These people should come out. People should come out. That's the most important thing. It is not even the registration.
Yes.
And just sit at home. Come out and vote for the candidates of your choice. That is the essence of registering.
Yes, and collecting the permanent voters card.
It's not the number that matters right now. It is the number of people that come out. The number of people that come out, that is the most important thing. So it's only time that will tell. And the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as well as all government media agencies, should continue in their enlightenment program, enlightening members of the public on the reason why they should vote, come out and vote. And this is the time for them to make a lot of jingles.
Yes.
And people are not deaf. Just continue. It just requires mass communication. You continue to do it, continue to do it. And one way or the other, they will have a rethink, and they will come out.
Yes.
But if you think that they will never come out, well, it's the duty of government to enlighten them.
Yes.
And this should be a continuous process, not
Yes.
a thing that when election is coming. By this time, they should tell the people the reason. Look for people that will give them good jingles, letting them know the reason, that will speak to their mind and to their sense, and to let them know that they have the right to vote. It's in their hand.
Well, talking about mass communication now, we have some arms of government. The Ministry of Information is there. The National Orientation Agency is there. But we are not feeling their impact here. Like Abi said, jingles, flyers should even be produced. But another point is, are these ministries, agencies, and parastatals being funded for this job? That is one question. And that is my worry. This advocacy should be, it should have been at a higher level now for people to come out and register, for their, permanent voters card. Well, at the same time, voter apathy. You will see people, they will go for the voters card, yes, and at the end of the day, they will eventually not vote because there had been no information. They just want to, I believe, they just want to collect that permanent voters card for some other purposes in case they want to do some things and they ask for either driver's license or international passport or voters card, maybe some transactions in the bank. They want just to collect it. But that apathy, it is what should be addressed by these agencies that I am talking about. The Ministry of Information, National Orientation Agency, and the other, relevant agencies across the states and even at the federal level, especially at the federal level. Well, that is for that, and I hope that as we are talking, some points are being taken by some government agencies, some officials of the National Orientation Agency, some officials of the Federal Ministry of Information, some officials of the several states of information, that yes, collect your permanent voters card, register, and ensure you come out and vote for the candidate of your choice. That is it.
Well, let's go to other stories right now.
Yes, I have this one here before we go to some other stories. Still talking about INEC in Osun. INEC redeploys Osun Resident Electoral Commission amid petition of partisanship. Yes, Independent National Electoral Commission INEC has redeployed its resident electoral commissioner in Osun State, Dr. Mutiu Agboke. The redeployment came amid petitions to the electoral umpire's chairman, Professor Joash Amokpitan, over alleged partisanship. And the Nation reports that All Progressives Congress APC and the New Nigeria People's Party NNPP demanded for Agboke's redeployment ahead of the 2026 Osun governorship elections. Well, that is the allegation, partisanship. And you remember Dr. Agboke, I think he was resident electoral commissioner in Oyo State at a point, and then before he was redeployed to Osun State. Now he has been again redeployed.
Well, let's move to other stories. Right now, why Tinubu didn't attend project commissioning in Lagos, and that one is coming from presidency. Says the president focused on security, Nigeria not losing grip, and Lagos has raised bar in quality project delivery, says Tinubu. We solved major bottlenecks in traffic management and land administration, and that one is also coming from Sanwo-Olu. The presidency has explained that President Bola Tinubu was unable to attend a scheduled project inauguration in Lagos due to ongoing security briefings. Special advisor to the President on Public Communications and Orientation, Sunday Dare, also defended President Bola Tinubu's handling of Nigeria's security challenges, insisting that ongoing military operations and intelligence efforts demonstrate that the country is gaining the upper hand against terrorism. Speaking on politics today, Channels Television on Sunday, Sunday Dare said the president had remained actively engaged in national security matters even while away from Abuja, why Tinubu didn't attend project commissioning in Lagos. Well, the presidency has given the reason why Tinubu did not attend. They said that the president is focusing on security, but what the president is focusing on right now is more than security. There are so many issues on his table right now, and he cannot be going, traveling to Lagos to go and commission how many kilometers of road, and while the opposition they are having, they are regrouping.
Strategizing
in the federal capital territory. I think that one is more crucial. You trust our president; he will be on seat so that we know what is really happening. It's beyond the security. Focusing on Nigeria's security. That one too is part of security to him also. So this time, the president has to calculate very well, so that because the election is far, is approaching very fast. So he has to put round pegs in round hole.
Yes, and put his house in order. He has to ensure that his house is in order, because as as analysts are viewing the scenario now, anything can happen. Yes, the various parties, various opposition parties, like I said, tactics are on now. Plans are on. We don't know. We are just talking on the periphery level, like I said earlier. But anything can just come up anytime. So that is why the president going to. I'm not saying he will waste his time commissioning some roads or some projects, but he will be busy, doing some, some work. In quote, work, to the level that, his party must not lose the elections. Yes, we'll take another break now. We'll be back.
Are you a young athlete? Do you have dreams of competing on the world stage? Parents, do your children have what it takes to be champion? MTN Champs is back for season 4, and we are calling on young talents to start their journey to greatness with an opportunity to earn international scholarships at the MTN Schools Athletics Championship. Come make your mark at the regionals in Calabar, Jos, and Ibadan from February 11th to April 18th, 2026. Register now at mtnchamps.com.
ṣé ọ̀dọ́ la ń gbà ní ẹ́ tó sì ní ẹ̀bùn orí sísá ìfòfífò àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ṣé ó wù ẹ́ láti fi gagbága pẹ̀lú àwọn akẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ lágbàáyé MTN Champs ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin irú ẹ̀ ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìn àjò fún yín lọ síbi gíga tó sì lè mú ẹ kópa nínú ìdíje Olympic. Ìdíje ẹlẹ́kùnjẹkùn ó wáyé ní Calabar, Jos àti Ìbàdàn láàrin ọjọ́ 11 oṣù kejì sí ọjọ́ 18 oṣù kẹrin ọdún yìí. Ẹ lọ forúkọ sílẹ̀ lórí mtnchamps.com.
Conversation.
Yes, Conversation is still the program on this station, OluyELEFM 98.5 in the city of Ibadan. Yes, now let's move to the power sector now. Abi, you remember when we expected the Minister for Power, Adebayo Adelabu, to people expected him to turn in his resignation letter because he was interested in contesting as presumed, as alleged. But at the end of the day, we did not hear of any resignation, and he proceeded with his job. He continued his job, and then he said in 2 weeks' time, then that was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, before the lapse of the resignation, day. He said in 2 weeks, the power sector will be improved. And now the 2 weeks have lapsed. And there's this write-up here from the Punch. Power crisis persists as minister's 2-week pledge fails. Let's go through the story and see what really happened. Why this 2-week pledge failed. Now, maybe it's a kind of write-up here. Let me just go through the write-up, some excerpts there. Power generation in Nigeria remains below expectations 2 weeks after the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, assured citizens of improved electricity supply as ongoing gas shortages, load rejection, and infrastructure challenges continue to strain the national grid. And the power generation in Nigeria remains below expected levels despite Adebayo Adelabu assuring an end to outages within 2 weeks. Although there have been slight gains, supply has largely stayed between 3,000 and 4,000 megawatts, leaving many households and businesses without electricity and raising doubts about the feasibility of the minister's timeline. And checks by the Punch correspondent revealed that though marginal improvement had been reported in a few places, many Nigerians are still in darkness, hoping for a time when power will be restored in their areas. And recall that Nigerians have been thrown into darkness in the past weeks due to gas shortages, and power distribution companies have repeatedly apologized to their customers, pledging them reliefs that were not forthcoming. So that is the situation in the power sector now. It is, like I read just now, affecting businesses, affecting manufacturing companies, and affecting homes, and not allowing people to live a kind of comfortable life. Talking about power supply.
Well, I think the reason behind the promise given by Chief Adelabu has to do with the federal government's 501 billion naira bond. I mean, that was raised. So I thought that would be a magic wand, because while the Gencos, they are praising that, they are praising it. Let me just read the thing. One of the power generation companies, Gencos, has described the federal government's 501 billion naira bond as a strong indicator of market's confidence in the presidential power sector financial reform programs. And based on this, Gencos said that stakeholders in this sector are looking forward to the outcome of the subsequent planned issuance as the program advances. It's beyond even funding Gencos, because there are so many fundamental issues concerning this. Even funding Gencos, because Gencos.
But who also? I think it has been privatized. So why funding again?
You see, I think it has to do with the foundation was not so solid, because they involved companies that were not financially strong, and that was the reason. Because they are complaining, they say noted that for several years the sector has operated under significant financial constraints, largely driven by accumulation of unpaid obligations across the value chain. Now, they didn't come with financial strength. They have no financial strength. And they are depending on government, on people,
yes.
On payment of one thing or the other. And that is the issue, because they did not really look for those that will have the wherewithal to do the work. That is on ground. So even funding them, I don't think the money, getting the money by those getting the money will be just be used for their staff, whatever, and I don't think the money will have an impact on the part. So that's the reason. Maybe he thought that it would be the magic wand, but it's not.
And it flows down to the distribution companies too, the discos, and to the people. People are, flouting laws, talking about power generation. Those using prepaid meters, bypassing. Those, just connecting electricity, by wires with electricity, and they will not pay. They will be presented with the normal bill. They will not pay. They will cut costs. Well, it goes on and on. But meanwhile, still talking generation now, the managing director of the Nigerian Independent System Operator, Abdul Bello, has said Nigeria's power sector was losing between 5 billion naira and 8 billion naira monthly to transmission inefficiencies, even as he revealed that targeted interventions by the operator have begun to cut losses and improve grid stability. Yes, one of the stakeholders in the power sector. Yes, we'll go to the phone lines. Do you have any other stories still pending there?
Well, except the fact that your government pays over 37 billion naira in gratuities to retired teachers and local government staff. Kudos to Oyo State government. Oyo State government has disbursed more than 37 billion naira in gratuities and death benefits to retired primary school teachers and local government staff since 2019, officials have said. And I think this is
a good one.
Development.
Good one.
The government is continuing with this, and they have promised to even, pay off all the gratuities. Let's continue to wait and see.
Yes,
I think they are number one in the country, and people are still looking up to them.
Yes. Before we go to the phone lines, now we'll take another break.
Are you a young athlete? Do you have dreams of competing on the world stage? Parents, do your children have what it takes to be champion? MTN Champs is back for season 4, and we are calling on young talents to start their journey to greatness with an opportunity to earn international scholarships at the MTN Schools Athletics Championship. Come make your mark at the regionals in Calabar, Jos, and Ibadan from February 11th to April 18th, 2026. Register now at mtnchamps.com.
ṣé ọ̀dọ́ la ń gbà ní ẹ́ tó sì ní ẹ̀bùn orí sísá ìfòfífò àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ṣé ó wù ẹ́ láti fi gagbága pẹ̀lú àwọn akẹgbẹ́ rẹ lágbàáyé MTN Champs ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin irú ẹ̀ ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìn àjò fún yín lọ síbi gíga tó sì lè mú ẹ kópa nínú ìdíje Olympic ìdíje ẹlẹ́kùnjẹkùn ó wáyé ní Calabar, Jos àti Ìbàdàn láàrin ọjọ́ 11 oṣù kejì sí ọjọ́ 18 oṣù kẹrin ọdún yìí ẹ lọ forúkọ sílẹ̀ lórí mtnchamps.com.
Wake up, it's choco time. Dano Choco is here with a taste you love. Just open, pour, and enjoy the chocolatey ride. Dano Choco 3-in-1, ooh, taste it, love it. Dano Choco 3-in-1, ooh, I love it.
Introducing the new Dano Choco 3-in-1. It's tasty, creamy, and satisfying. Taste it, love it.
Yes, conversation is a program. Yes, we know you know the numbers to call 080-5500-9850 and 070-5555-1985. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
This is Dr. OluyELETI calling from Lanlate.
Yes, you're welcome.
I think we have to give kudos to His Excellency Yegina Shimakinde for taking adequate care of the workers and the senior citizens in the country and in the state. You know, when you take welfare packages for the senior citizens, they will be at least giving you, they will be praying for you, and they will be at least requesting God to make you to have more mercy, or for God to have His mercy on you. And that is why many people are doing for the governor, I mean the senior citizens, because we have them in our area. So they are so joyous and they are so happy. I think other governors should emulate that. Then secondly, about the ADC, I think the best thing is to settle their internal wranglings instead of taking to the street. You know, when you settle amicably, the rift, the imbroglio between you. So I think INEC will do the right things instead of going to the street. So I don't think INEC is manipulating anything. If there's no problem or internal wranglings, so INEC will not have the audacity to be taking the steps they take. So they should settle their wranglings, they should settle their differences and internal differences amicably. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You're still expecting calls. Conversation is the program. OluyELEFM 98.5, right here in the city of Ibadan. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Nwere.
Now you talk about information. The government information is constitution. Like on before. About the time. If they carry the information, put them the boom. You don't make the boom. Because if we have government, the airline Mohammed, the boom, or the present government, you can't hear any message, the boom. Except one man, you know something to you, which is doing well. After I hear myself work hard to the mind, then hear myself in power. Who the tell the way? You go to failure, they hear the name of this is governor, you great. We don't hear them name. About the two days, what do well? Mark you, from the beginning, President says you not great schools. I wonder what they're doing now. Thank you much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nwere, for your opinion there. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bacon.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, yesterday I watched a video of one community in Kwara State. In fact, everybody in that community have gone on. They have gone. And some people are traveling along that place. They are showing videos. People, you don't find goats and chicken in that community. And what did they run for? They ran for the Fulanis because Fulani have attacked them and have maimed and killed them. And it's not that community alone. It's like similar to every other community, part of North Central Nigeria and Northern Nigeria. We are in deep trouble in this country. Those signs show something that government cannot protect us. That's just it. Government cannot protect us. It's not for saying we do it, we are sure we are going to do. No. Government cannot protect us. So that's just it. The only reason these people have not come to the capital is the capital of each state is big. But every community in those places have been ransacked, which is very bad. I mean, because of the features of the state, you cannot even protect your own people. That's the other. Then an issue of power, and the what they paid and other, and why it's not working. One thing is, I've told you several times, if you want to do that, it's not something that you wish away, and it's not something you just throw money around. You throw money at it. No, there's some critical planning you will do. The government is not ready to do any critical planning. They're not ready to do anything. All they want to do is just wish the problem is away. That's just what they want to do, like magic. They just wake up more money and find that the money are gone because they don't want to work towards that thing, that solution. No. What plan have they put in ground? Not that to be paying for gas and all that. If gas are a problem, that's what they've been saying all this one. That gas will be using more gas, more thermal than no. Anytime there is a stop in rainy season, we have problem in this country. We all know that. So why are we now deceiving ourselves that is gas more than I do? Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Dimpo. And before I go, Mr. Dimpo, I want to employ Mr. Governor Sheyi Makinde. He has been doing well for the pensioners. But I want to ensure him that he said he promised to pay all the arrears of pensioners in the state he met. And that is unprecedented in this country. So I think he's going to be the first governor to do that. If he does that before he goes out of office, then he should receive an award. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for that opinion. Yes, and of course, yeah, you talked about security, and well, now the United States, the U.S. Department of State authorized non-emergency U.S. government employees and their family members to leave the U.S. Embassy in Abuja, citing a deteriorating security situation across the country. And in an updated travel advisory issued on Wednesday, the department noted that starting April 18, 2026, Americans are advised to reconsider traveling to the country, that is Nigeria, due to crime, terrorism, kidnapping, and civil unrest.
Well, it is well.
Hello, good morning. Well, we lost that. You can do well to call us back. (070-5555-1985). The program is still Conversation on OluyELEFM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. Let me take
this story. Younger Nigerians risky behaviors for new HIV infections in Lagos study. A new study has revealed that younger Nigerians and people engaging in high-risk behaviors account for a significant share of new HIV infections in Lagos, raising fresh concerns about continued transmission. The research published in the February edition of BMC Infectious Diseases examined newly diagnosed HIV patients at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital and found that nearly 1 in 4 cases were recent infections.
Well, the appropriate authorities will, I think, address that.
This has not to, where it's not the only the appropriate authorities, but also individuals.
Yes. This last call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I can be a lawyer from you.
Yes, you're welcome. Quickly.
On the focus on artists, we Nigerians in our little or limited knowledge of politics, like Mr. Bimbo would say, we say the opposition parties should put their houses in order. But let me tell you this morning, behind everything that moves, there is a mover, definitely. There are unseen hands scattering, sabotaging the effort of these opposition parties. I am not a card-carrying member of any political party. God is my witness. But you see, how can we describe Wiki now? Is he a lover of PDP? Is he a member of the man is strategically put there to scatter, to scuttle, to destroy what is being put in place. You know, it is a common knowledge that if there is no crack in the wall, the lizard will not enter. But there are some forces that will make the wall to crack. It's not the intention of the wall to crack.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. You made your point. Yes, if you check your time now, it's 7:30, and of course, it's been an interesting time on Conversation OluyELEFM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. We'll come your way again tomorrow for another edition of the program. My name is Bimbo Akombi. Enjoy your day.
And I'm Abioye Ayonide. Good morning.
Are you a young athlete? Do you have dreams of competing on the world stage? Parents, do your children have what it takes to be champion? MTN Champs is back for season 4, and we are calling on young talents to start their journey to greatness with an opportunity to earn international scholarships at the MTN Schools Athletics Championship. Come make your mark at the regionals in Calabar, Jos, and Ibadan from February 11th to April 18th, 2026. Register now at mtnchamps.com.
ọ̀dọ́ la ń gbà ní ẹ́ tó sì ní ẹ̀bùn orí sísá ìfòfífò àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ṣé ó wù ẹ́ láti fi gagbága pẹ̀lú àwọn akẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ lágbàáyé MTN Champs ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin irú ẹ̀ ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìn àjò fún yín lọ síbi gíga tó sì lè mú ẹ kópa nínú ìdíje Olympic ìdíje ẹlẹ́kùnjẹkùn ó wáyé ní Calabar Jos àti Ìbàdàn láàrin ọjọ́ 11 oṣù kejì sí ọjọ́ 18 oṣù kẹrin ọdún yìí ẹ lọ forúkọ sílẹ̀ lórí mtnchamps.com.
Yes, good morning, sports fans. Thursday morning, right here from the studios of OluyELETI 98.5 FM in the big brown roof city of Ibadan. My name is Toby Ajawale, your host on the program this morning, and we bring you a breakfast sports show on radio. And of course, you know, just the way you like it, we serve it to you. We saw games go down in the UEFA Champions League yesterday, the conclusion of the first leg of the quarterfinals. And yesterday, the guys dropped their predictions. We'll be having reactions to the games as it went down yesterday. As we are now in the business end of the cup competitions in Europe. Or before we get there, we'll be, of course, stopping by at the domestic scene. Games went down in the Nigeria Women's Football League. That's the end of UFL. Also update from the Nigerian National League and the Nationwide League One as various teams are hoping to escape the drop and even get promoted to the top leagues in their various categories. Also update from the national teams as the Super Eagles will be set to participate in another invitational tournament. So sit back and enjoy what we have curated for you on the program this